Square Kilometre Array, the SKA, is the biggest project in the world in radio astronomy at the moment. We are designing what's going to be the biggest telescope in the world by quite a long way. It's being designed in lots of different countries and institutions all around the world, but the headquarters is here at Jodrell.
It's a telescope like no other on the world. It's going to be looking into the observable universe at things at such a high resolution with massive capabilities, running concurrent scientific programs. It's a completely new facility for the whole of the world. It's extremely interesting.
It's a massive engineering structure and it's built to last. It's also being built so it can be upgraded. Right in from the start, everything we're doing is planned, so as technology gets better we can upgrade it. So I would hope that it lasts for a good while, like the Lovell. So I'm in charge of designing one of the receivers for the dish array, so the big telescopes that are going to be in South Africa. One of the things that my receiver is going to do, so it's looking at high frequencies, and it's actually looking at what we call the cradle of life. If you've got a star and you get dust forming around it, slowly that dust will form into pebbles and little rocks, and over time eventually those rocks will form into planets. And so what the receiver on the SKA is going to look for is going to look at those rocks and pebbles, and that isn't possible at the moment.
In Oxford we're working on designing a big part of what's called SKA Low, the low frequency telescope, which is going to go in Australia. SKA Low is going to give us the first picture of what that very early phase of the universe looked like as the structure of the galaxies started to form out of the gas from the Big Bang. We're going to have a three-dimensional picture of the universe throughout the era in which really the whole structure of the universe started to form, and that's going to be a quite amazing thing to see.
I think Bluedot has brought a lot to the area. There's so many people here. There are families, there are kids, there are toddlers, there's everyone here, and they're all excited about science.
The demographic is an absolute cross-section of society, and I think that's important, that in a kind of relaxed, fun atmosphere we can just sit and chat about the science that we're doing. I think it's a rare opportunity to do that.
It's important for sort of people around and people actually across the UK to really see what institutions and academia can do and what it's currently doing. I didn't realise that people were going to be quite so enthusiastic and really energetic about the whole event and about science.
Usually people might think, they've got to go to a university or a physics department, and that's perhaps not as exciting as it could be, but here it's just fun, the whole thing. I've loved actually working with the kids in particular. We're building engineering structures with marshmallows and spaghetti, and seeing kind of intuitiveness of people.
It's amazing to see that all these people just sort of have paid actually to come here and to talk to scientists, to talk to academia, to talk and get involved with things like Jodrell, with SKA. And it's great news for engineers who are still sort of in school, but taking things apart, working on Arduinos and Raspberry Pis. These are the people who are going to be taking over from a lot of us who are manning the stands here.